Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now September 20th of 2021, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2 and The Bad Batch, a lot of fans have truly been looking forward to the future of the Star Wars universe by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, I am on Twitter at Mike01 if you guys want to go ahead and check me out on there. I do post a couple of entertaining things from time to time. So, moving on beyond all of this, we do know that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni really have their hands tied with the Ahsoka series, with Mandalorian as a whole, the Book of Boba Fett getting promoted very soon by this October. They really do have a lot on their plate, and that does speak volumes. That shows us that they are very much involved and very much dedicated to the future of Star Wars and exactly where it's all going to be going in the next couple of years. So, from this point on until 2024, we're going to be learning more and more about what's to come by Bob Chapek during this big event in November. Disney Plus Day is going to be a big day for fans. We're going to get a lot of new glimpses and new TV shows and new Star Wars lore, be it books, novels, and/or comics. I mean, a lot of things are really going to be unveiled on that very specific day. Now, with that being said, of course, we do know that Jon Favreau has been a little bit more, I guess you could say, talkative about the future of Star Wars and exactly where everything is going and what he really wants to do for the future of the franchise. He's been a little bit more, outspoken about his experience on set of Mandalorian, his experience working with Dave Filoni, talking more and more about the Book of Boba Fett. However, when it all comes down to Gina Carano, we all know what happened back in February when she was fired in a very poor manner, right, by Kathleen Kennedy, through trends on social media. It was just very unprofessional, to say the least. Well, recently Jon Favreau was able to unveil a little bit more about Gina Carano's situation and exactly what's been going on with her involvement with, of course, The Mandalorian. So now that both Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are developing their new Star Wars projects, such as TV shows like Ahsoka, Kenobi, Andor, and even The Mandalorian Season 3, plus others that are currently in the works, that are set to bring fans into new eras of the franchise. As of right now, it's described that Jon and Dave have a big plan to bring back actress Gina Carano into the Star Wars universe with Season 4 of The Mandalorian that is being planned for 2023. However, in a recent interview with creator Jon Favreau, Favreau went on to talk more about Gina Carano's situation and what happened back in February when she was fired by Lucasfilm's Kathleen Kennedy. Now, Favreau went on to say that, first things first, I have nothing but great things to say about Gina Carano. I know that what she had posted on social media was very controversial to many people out there, but myself and Dave have been pushing for a return of the character Cara Dune for the new direction of this brand that we all know and love. Sadly, we did try to get Gina back on for Season 3 and just was not working for many of those over at Disney. Carano was denied to return for its third season as we had finished the script and don't have much time for rewrites, as of course, once we finish Mando Season 3, we need to hop right into filming for the Ahsoka series, with Rosario Dawson, of course, which is going to be a big deal, by the way. Favreau goes on to reveal that myself and Dave really wanted her back for its third season, and that Kathleen Kennedy was the one who made the call to keep her off for that actual season, as much as we had tried to bring her back. Additionally, Favreau went on to reveal that this was more so a call by Kathleen Kennedy months ago that was very hard to break as it was within her contract at the time over who stays in and out of its third season of Mando, and we tried to make a deal with Disney but just couldn't reach that, sadly. However, we are in the talks for something very special for the character Cara Dune that I believe the fans are seriously going to love. Additionally, separate from all of this, of what Jon Favreau had said about Gina, Gina's return for Season 4 is actually best described to be well into development right now, but however, her return for Season 3 was nothing more than an uphill battle, trying to break an agreement between Kathleen Kennedy and Disney's higher-ups for Gina's return and, of course, for the third season overall. And that Jon Favreau is still trying to use deleted scenes of Gina from Season 2 to use in the next one that will give fans a sense of Cara's return. However, even Disney is challenging this right now, as Kathleen Kennedy initially called for that to never happen as well. Favreau and Filoni, in the meantime, recently convinced Bob Chapek to bring her back for Season 4, as they have more than enough time to write the script and put her in as Cara Dune once again, for the fans to experience her in a brand new story that will only evolve more and more as time goes by. So, the real exciting thing about this, alright, is that there is going to be some involvement for Gina and Cara Dune in Season 4 of Mandalorian. The terrible news here is that we're not going to be able to see her in Season 3. This now seems like a done deal, as Favreau is admitting to it. He's making it very clear that Gina is not coming back for the 3rd season of The Mandalorian. This is not happening, sadly, and that is not to be expected. Which I think could very well create some lower ratings than usual, because we all know that there are a handful of fans that were only going to return to The Mandalorian if Gina came back. However, we're not quite sure exactly what percentage that really is, so that's kind of a hard call to really make. Now, when we look at Jon and Dave, alright, these are guys that have been trying to convince Disney's higher-ups to bring Gina back for Season 3 for a very long time now. And sadly, that did not happen, as Jon Favreau would say. It's a very sad situation to him. And when we look at everything related to Gina Carano, Lucasfilm's employees have said nothing but, great things about her. At least the ones that are close to her, right? Carl Weathers is a great example. One person that was a part of Lucasfilm's Mandalorian. He had nothing but great things to say about Gina Carano. I know that Katie said the same exact thing about Gina. Everybody loved her. It was the normal Lucasfilm employees that seemed to have problems with her. We're talking about editors, visual artists, concept artists, all these different types of employees over at Lucasfilm had a problem with Gina Carano for other reasons that we will be learning more and more about for the next couple of months. Now, here's the thing that I think a lot of fans absolutely need to know that is crucial and very important. Now, Gina Carano is going to be talking a lot more about her experience over at Lucasfilm by this December into the early 2022 year. We're going to be learning more about her side of the story. She's going to be going on more interviews. In fact, there's been a lot of talk that she will be hopping on Joe Rogan sometime later this year into early 2022. I believe Spotify is the destination for him right now. So, obviously, a lot of fans are very intrigued what in the world is going to happen with her in Season 4. Is it going to be a significant role? Is it going to be a minor role? Who knows? But that is developing very fast. Disney wants her back at this point because they know that they look like, very much hypocritical when you think about it, because they brought James Gunn back after what he had posted on Twitter and what was recovered from some time ago. And they brought him back to, I believe, get back on board for Guardians. So there's no doubt about it that they want to bring her back now for Season 4 of The Mandalorian, as Jon and Dave and Bob Chapek had agreed for her to do that. So that's good news. But Season 3, given that it's not going to be coming out until the end of next year, which is still a far ways, we're not going to be seeing Gina Carano for a very, very long time. And that's kind of unfortunate to a lot of people as well. So, I would like to hear what you guys have to say about all of this, because this is a very interesting situation right now. I would like to hear what you guys have to say about that below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon, we hear them moans again. No.